Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday night primetime. Pushing his way through. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Ward. That's complete to DK. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Check.
Play action now, Ward. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really characterize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ward again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Play action. It's Ward. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Hand off to Spears. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Chop alert! Here we go!
Out of the gun, Ward. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense, and in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, but this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
The rushing numbers for Taylor in last week's ball game, 18 carries, 126 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Go ahead. Out the time. Winning team. Protect.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, here's Tua. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Turbo 2, ice jab. Ice jab, turbo 2, ice jab. Ready.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Nifty move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
At their own 29-yard line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
play fake. Here's Ward. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They need 18 yards here on third down. Ward. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. That complete to Downs. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
Complete to Josh Downs.
On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. Looking to put a drive together. Now Spears to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Ward. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 72 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Now he'll tuck this and run. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Solo left Zion.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, get set. Out. Winning team. Low.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
44. Ready.
Here's Tua. This pass left side to Downs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, come on.
Tua going to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts add 6 to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Score Colts 14, Titans 3.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To throw is Ward. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing now, Ward. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving it a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Monty Hooker. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And the Titans getting set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing is Ward. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
That's into the hands of Iomanner. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, here's Ward. He's got the open man. It's Iomanner. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on 3rd down from the 1.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA guy did back in the day, or do you just say, try it again, guys?
No, I think they wag the finger, but they got to get one more stop here, maybe 2. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Moore. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, and he's making the most of it.
And he's made the most of it to this point. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
On play action, Ward. That's to the tight end, Helm. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Ready?
Spears is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
44. Ready? 18.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, Can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the Titans' 36-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Hey. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Ready.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On the option, here's Spears. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get safe. Go ahead. Get ahead.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready. All right, go ahead. Go, go, go.
Now Tua's going to change things up.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Tua to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Gould as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together. Tua sets up to pass it. A short one there, caught by Warren. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 3.
All right, fellas. All right, come on.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Ready, shot. Turbo 1, hard. Turbo 1, out.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And nowhere to run in the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And this taken in by Downs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready. Set. Set.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ready. Solo left Zion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and that's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. Turbo 3, turbo 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Here is 3rd and 5.
Hey, get set. Water, wall.
Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And no sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10.
20 TX. Motion.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
10 more yards. That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready. Ready, team.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
All right.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ward. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And the Colts first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ice jam. Ice jam. Ready.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans take over first and 10.
Tennessee offense set to go again. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Go.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's go now.
Ward. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Turbo 3, kick. Hey, we gotta switch it up.
On the handoff, Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Tua going to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Here's Tua. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 142 yards.
12 more yards.
It's on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Go ahead. Elf, attack! Elf!
Back to throw here. Now he's going to, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tua Tagovailoa, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts will add to their 4th quarter lead. the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with a touchdown run. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. It might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
That's complete to DK. Call it a gain of a yard. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Going for it, here's Ward. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go.
Again, it's Ward. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, solo left Zion. Out!
Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Get set. Big team. Wait, corner.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. And it certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Someone hard.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 6-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw is Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now we're in a first down pickup of 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw, here's Ward. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now he'll top this and run. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this one's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent gain there on the trickeration.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 3.
44. 18.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Dances by him. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashion together a heck of a resume.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
All right, go ahead.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now we give to Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And Spears with another carry. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action, Ward. And they will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ward to throw for it on 4th. He's going to air one out. Touchdown! Alec Manor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Ward. He gets that one complete to Wicks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. This is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Indianapolis, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.